Hey, what's happening, guys? It is Rules for Rebels here, and today we're going to be doing a video where I'm just basically going to be sitting down, going through Terapeak, as well as looking at Unicorn Smasher, and basically just examining the keyword or the product or niche, whatever you want to call it, of reclaimed wood. So I made a video, I don't know, maybe a week ago, talking about reclaimed wood. I saw that people sell it for about $3 a square foot on Craigslist. I also see on Craigslist people who will let you tear down like a big old 100-year-old barn for free. Uh, you can keep the wood as long as you tear the barn down and do kind of the excavation's the wrong word. What am I talking about? Like knock down the barn, basically, for lack of a better word. And I showed you guys briefly kind of on Amazon how people are essentially taking like a 4x2, calling it a floating shelf, drilling a hole in the back, maybe providing you with some kind of like metal dowel to stick into the wall and selling it for like $40 to $60. It was just crazy to me. So, and also I sort of have an interest in reclaimed wood. I'm actually moving into a new place about a month from now, and I was thinking about doing like a reclaimed wood accent wall. So I just wanted to say at the outset of this video, like I'm not going to teach some like super amazing skill. There's nothing really new or groundbreaking here. It's basically just going to be a walkthrough. I was going to sit down and pull some searches on this just kind of randomly for myself, just out of curiosity. And I know I've actually had a lot of comments and messages from people who are like, asking for more details about this, thinking it was interesting, etc. So I thought some of you guys may enjoy seeing it. If you don't want to watch the video, feel free to exit. The next video will be something maybe more interesting or teaching some new skill. But yeah, just wanted to do kind of a walkthrough and thought some of you guys may enjoy seeing it. So first, let's go over to the SEO tool. We'll type in reclaimed wood. And basically, it's just going to show us like some relevant keywords and what those keywords mean and things like that here. So they sampled 14 titles, 7 sellers, and looked at an average sales price. And here's basically just some of the keywords. So I'll let you guys kind of take a look at it. We have table, cedar, and I kind of like how with this tool, they give you some context to what the keyword is. So sometimes it's a brand, sometimes it's a material, sometimes it's a color. But yeah, we got table, cedar, which is a type of material, wooden, rustic, which refers to the style, slab, edge, live, university, that's kind of an odd one, handmade, conference, dining, sign, palette, Auburn, 20, War, Florida, and of. So, typically the products we're probably going to wind up seeing here, and I'll show you guys in just a minute, but we're probably going to be seeing like raw reclaimed wood where you're just buying, old boards basically. And then we're probably also going to see some like furniture and kind of craft type products that people have made with reclaimed wood. So some people are just selling reclaimed wood in general. Some people are selling, like this is probably for a dining room table. This is somebody made a sign out of it. Some people are probably making like pallets out of wine racks, which is why this keyword comes in. People are making tables. So that's basically what that's all about. So next, let's go over to the product description. I'll just kind of mention, if you guys watch my videos regularly, you already know this, but this program I'm using to pull these stats is called Terapeak. Terapeak is technically it's an eBay analytics program. I actually use it for Amazon, for Shopify, for affiliate marketing. I feel like it has a lot of use, like blogging, YouTube videos, everything. Being able to get keywords, knowing what types of products people are searching for. And I really like I can pull a search on a product on eBay and it'll tell me like what keywords are people searching for when they're trying to find this product, which can kind of give me some a little bit of insight into, if I'm putting up a YouTube video and I know the keywords people are looking for, I know the keywords are target, or same thing with a blog or anything else for that matter. And then also, obviously, it comes in handy for e-commerce stuff as well. So we'll type in reclaimed wood here. I should have done that while I was rambling there. Okay, so we're pulling the stats. Just on a side note, while this stuff is loading up, what do you guys think about the no more incentivized Amazon reviews? So kind of a crazy, actually two big changes. We got the no more incentivized Amazon reviews, and then also recently they did the whole brand gating thing. So a lot of changes over at Amazon. But feel free to drop a comment. Let me know what you guys think. We got the stats pulled up. So overall sales price 47.44. Average shipping price is $18.82. Obviously it's going to be higher because wood is heavy and probably bulkier. Start price $19.17. Total listings $13.44. And is excuse me, guys. Sell-through rating is 15.41%, which is actually really, really low. The overall sales are pretty high. The sell-through rate is low. The reason that I'm not really bothered by a low sell-through rate is because reclaimed wood is something which really comes down to personal taste. So I would imagine in purses, you're probably going to see a low sell-through rate. In like handmade craft items, just because everybody's tastes are different. So, like I said, I mean, I'm putting a reclaimed wood accent wall in my house uh, that I'm moving into soon, and whereas my taste, I may be looking for like really ratty, beaten up looking boards. Somebody else may be looking for older, obviously vintage reclaimed boards, but ones that are like a little bit cleaner looking, maybe don't have like pock marks or holes. I may be looking for darker wood from accent wall. Somebody else may be looking for lighter wood. I may be looking for larger board or wider boards. Somebody else may be looking for thinner boards. Um, so I mean, because every lot, and when I say lot, I mean like collection or whatever, because every lot of reclaimed wood selling on eBay is going to be totally different. Like some people are going to like stuff, some people aren't going to like stuff, and that's why the sell-through rating is low. The category where people list this stuff, as you can see here, home and garden. The day of the week when it sells best is Friday, and I thought this was odd, the time of day. So most people are buying reclaimed wood on Fridays between 2 to 3 a.m. I found that to be kind of strange. Overall sales here, and you can see like number of listings, successful listings, that's what gives us a sell-through rating. Here we can see kind of a chart of at various times of day when wood sold the best. So for whatever odd reason, you get this spike at 2 to 3 a.m. But it also seems to sell pretty strong at like 7 to 8 p.m. and also like 10 to 11 p.m. So the day of the week when it sells best, it's fairly even among Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, but you can see Friday wins out. But really Sunday, Monday, Saturday, every day of the week really isn't a terrible day to sell it. Most of the stuff is sold in home and garden. A little bit is sold in crafts, which makes sense if people make a craft out of reclaimed wood. And then we can see the price point where most stuff is selling is like 0 to 16 bucks, which is actually pretty low, but we do have fairly strong sales up to $32 and also 64 to 1200. The keywords that people who are buying reclaimed wood and or looking at reclaimed wood listings are looking for, you can see right there in order of importance: rustic, barn, table, wall, handmade, art, furniture, antique, coffee, and old. So if I were putting together an eBay listing, I would want to try to include all of these words, or as many of these words as I possibly could, into the title of my eBay listing. And I'd also want to try to put an emphasis of putting the more important or more search words toward the beginning. And what that does is you're basically playing into eBay's search algorithm. It's basically SEO for eBay, and it's going to allow you to rank higher. So it doesn't always make sense to start out with the top word, but I mean in this case, rustic barn, reclaimed wood. Make a wall, create art. What you know what I mean? I'm trying to put those words early on in my title. Listing promotions really doesn't matter to me. Listing type, most of them are fixed priced or store, but you do have some auctions. Here we can see the highest priced items. We have some furniture selling for like $11.99 and $7.99. And then next, I like to go over here. What's this category called? This is called, I don't think it has a name. But basically, we can see recent items which have sold. And I normally like to sort this low to high. By sorting it low to high, it shows me the items which have gotten the most bids on them. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that's the best or most popular item. It also means that item was started at probably the lowest price. And by that, I mean like if we both sell an item for $50, if I start mine at 40 and you start yours at 99 cents, you're obviously going to have more bids because it takes more time to go from 99 cents up to $5 when you're increasing like a buck at a time. But also to some extent, this does show the interest. So what type of stuff are people selling? Reclaimed lumber, wood burn, shipboard, paneling, milled. This is actually kind of cool. I might take a look at this. This would kind of be the lazy way of putting a... let's see. Yeah, it might look cool. I don't know. I'd have to see it in person. Like, it's really a matter of texture and stuff. Like, if it looks fake, I wouldn't want it. But this is actually kind of interesting. I may buy that. Anyhow, we got reclaimed wood burn tiles. Here we said a floating shelf, which essentially this is just like a 2x4, a 4x2 that somebody drilled a hole in the back. 15 pieces of reclaimed lumber. I'm guessing this is pickup only. That looks expensive to ship. But yes, a lot of just raw wood, some like ladders, a little bit of furniture. You guys can see all the stuff there. Um, I'm just gonna shut up for a second and kind of scroll through and let you guys look at a little bit more of this stuff. Okay, so moving on. This next category is kind of interesting. Um, Basically, it's going to show us kind of a history or a track record of two things. I'd normally bring this out to 30 days here. Killing some time here, guys. So let's see. We're still. Oh, here we go. Okay. So the two things that this shows us is over the course of 30 days, if we wanted, we could go as long as 90 days or 3 months. We can see a trend. So the total number of listings. So there were only 139 listings back on the 4th. All of a sudden, there were 293. It dropped off again, a bunch more. Dropped off, a bunch more. Dropped off, a bunch more. So ideally, I guess, there's no really good or bad. If we see this spiking a lot, it does mean there's more sellers and there's more competition. But at the same time, that's a lot of times because there's more buyers as well. So I like to see it level. This isn't a bad way to look at it. But if you see it spiking, it could be good. It could be bad. Next, we can see the average sales price. So, I mean, back on September 5th, reclaimed wood seemed to be selling for a lot of money. It dropped off, up, down, up, down. I like to see this either like stable or really trending upwards. I don't like to see like a big peak down. But yeah, this one's not bad at all. Next, we'll go over and look at the top 20 sellers in this category. Okay, so Overstock, I don't know if that's overstock.com or just someone named Overstock, but they're the top seller. They sold, they had 137 listings, 6 were successful. They sold almost $4,000 worth of reclaimed wood. Very low sell-through rating, though, of 4.38%. Next guy, 2947. He's got a pretty decent sell-through rating, 77%. Next person, 2,700. Let's take a look at one of these guys. I want to see. This person sold 17 items. Let's see what kind of stuff they're selling. Five-piece reclaimed wood, burn wood tabletops. California art, rustic, modern, reclaimed barn pallet, coastal wood. So this guy, it looks like, is just like laying down wood to make like a 4x4 tabletop, somehow adhering everything together, either with screws or glue or whatever else. He made $750 off. Oh, 30 by 30 bundle. Yeah, I'm not really sure what that. Anyhow, guy's making pretty good money. Reclaimed wood sculpture. See, it looks like he's just making his own art and things like that. I mean, let's dig in and take a look at one of these. "12 by 21." So that's only like a foot by 2 feet. This shabby chic art panel can be hung or placed. $149, man. Oh, this listing has ended. I wanted to see if we could see like more picture. Oh, view all revisions. Normally they'll let you. Oh, see original listing. Here we go. So I will say this looks nice. Is this $150 nice? I mean, to me, this is $3 worth of wood. Me taking out a skill saw and a can of paint. I mean, don't get me wrong. Not to, props to him. It looks awesome. He sold it for $150, but I feel like this is something that I think I found a new thing to get into here. Maybe I shouldn't I shouldn't post this video. Everyone else is going to be doing this too, but that's interesting. That's cool. This guy does do some much more advanced stuff, which, I mean, unless you have some woodworking skills, you may not be able to pull off. But yeah, this guy's got a really cool store here. Props to him. But yeah, I would just kind of look through, see what types of stuff other people are selling. We can look at like the types of words that they're using in their listing. And this guy is killing it. I'm digging this guy. Good job to this guy, dude. Let's see. Lastly, this category is typically rather unexciting to me, and I think there's really like non-existent sales outside of the U.S. for this category. But basically, here what you're looking at is how these items sell Is it internationally? What am I? Okay, yeah, internationally. So we can see each, eBay Canada, eBay Australia, eBay UK, eBay.com. So oddly enough, this stuff sells better in the UK and Australia than it does in the US. Although I doubt many of these people are paying all the money it would cost to have this stuff shipped from the USA to other countries. And also sometimes with wood, because of like termites and bugs and like customs and not wanting to introduce foreign species and stuff like that, there may be rules that you can't ship wood to. Actually, I know Canada is very strict about firewood. Canada, like all over the place when you cross the border, has these signs. You cannot bring firewood over. When I went to Canada the first time, me and my girlfriend were in the car. They didn't give a second look to our IDs, didn't care who we were. But man, they must have asked me 15 times if I had any firewood in the car. So, yeah, they're definitely serious about that. Anyhow, we can see the average price. So, I mean, obviously, it's probably not feasible to ship this overseas, but for some other types of items, sometimes you can get more money selling it outside of the country. We can see the sell-through rate is actually best in the US, but really kind of strong throughout all. And here we can kind of see a breakdown of successful listings. So I mean, look at this graph: eBay.com, eBay.uk, and where the buyers are from. So anyhow, guys, that was just my walkthrough of the reclaimed wood. Nothing really groundbreaking, no new lessons, but a lot of you guys seemed interested in this category. So I was going to be pulling some searches. I figured I'd take you guys along for the ride. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. If so, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, click that subscribe button below the video. And if you guys have any questions, comments, suggestions, ideas for how you can create art out of this stuff, anything like that, feel free to drop a comment in the comment section below. Talk to you guys on the next video.